So now that I've decided to do videos yesterday, I forgot that, hey, I'm going to start recording videos, going forward, at least with some of my projects, kind of show you what I got going on. Well, yesterday I was working on the barrel, and I forgot to take video, but basically, I'm trying to work this thing out. Hang on, see if I can do this mid-video. There we go. Anyways, there's the barrel. Yesterday I took some Scotch-Brite to it, went all the way around, kind of scuffed it up, cleaned off some of the rust on the metal bands, but I wanted them to leave them a little bit rusty. I'd like to keep that old look. I didn't want to sand everything down and make it look brand new. I'd rather look kind of old and weathered. That's kind of how I like stuff. Plus it kind of matches, the wall, everything else out here being that way. So anyways, today I put some shellac on the bottom side of here and some kind of in between the top and the barrel, just kind of for water protection. I know it's not going to be in the sun, it's not going to get too much water, but any kind of moisture, as long as it's not in the sun, it should be okay using the shellac. I'm going to coat everything out here with the shellac too, but I'm also going to put polyurethane on it. Hope it, see if it helps. It may not be the best thing for outdoors stuff, but I'm hoping it'll work well. But I cleaned up these the other day. Now they look kind of new compared to the middle part, but that's okay. I think it still looks nice. I'm going to coat these here in a moment, put some on here, the shellac, let it dry, and then I'll put some polyurethane on it. That'll really help against UV protection from the sun, plus water from the rain and stuff, and should help keep these from rotting out quickly, at least as quickly as the table here did. So anyways, that's what I'm working on right now. As right now, I don't know, I'll try and film this. It may look terrible, I don't know, whatever, bear with me. I'm going to do some video trickery and play with some video editing software and see what I can do. Now I've never made up my own shellac before. I've only just done kind of some reading about it. This stuff here a lot of people like. Easy to use, spray on, dries in minutes, put another coat on. Within an hour, you can start putting on your polyurethane coating on the outside and make it nice. So what we're trying to do right now, see what happens. Well, there we go. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I'll put another, probably a coat of shellac on it and then let it dry for another hour before I start putting on my polyurethane coat. That should help, polyurethane is what's going to help against the sun damage and the water damage from all the rain here. But it's already looking a lot better, as you can see from the before. It's kind of more gray, white. Now it has a little more of a wood, natural look to it, other than the shiny bit from the shellac. But I'm hoping that the satin polyurethane finish will kind of help dull it back out a little bit, so it's not quite so shiny. And then I still have to go around the barrel itself, and with the shellac and then the polyurethane help clean that up, protect from the sun and the water, and should be good to go. Alright, so my 2 layers of shellac is dried. Feels good. I do have the option, if I want to put some Scotch-Brite on it and kind of buff it out, make it a little bit, more satiny, but it's fine as it is. That, and I'm lazy, I won't lie. I'm just trying to get this done because it needs to get done. So you can kind of see what it looks like right now before I put on the polyurethane, and then we'll see it when I'm done. Because it helps, I would have been ready and had everything quite set up, which I wasn't, but I am now. And remember, kids, I'm not a professional, so don't try this at home. Picking out old bits of Scotch-Brite that got stuck in there. No, you like looking at my butt, don't lie. Alright, well there we go. There's our first coating of polyurethane. You can probably hard to tell, but it's definitely a lot shinier now, so I'm hoping that satin will come out more as it dries. But I can still live with it being shiny. I was just hoping for more of a satin or a nice dull look versus shiny, but shiny's still good. I won't do any complaints against that. So there we are. I gotta let it cure for 4 hours, so I'll probably do some more tomorrow. Let it dry overnight, and then eventually, maybe tomorrow, I can start it on the side of the barrel, get the side done. Otherwise, it's almost done finally, and I'm so happy. This thing's turning out really well. I'm really happy with how it looks, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. But hey, trial and error. I can always get more. I guess I need to do this all over again, but sure hope not, because again, I'm lazy. So here we are again. Just got home from work, so I haven't had time to pretty myself up. I got a short time because I got to get Josh to work, so since I got to wait between coats on the polyurethane, I'm going to try and scrub this out with some Scotch-Brite real quick, and then dust it off and throw down another coating of polyurethane on it. I plan on doing 3 coats. This will be the second one, so I'll have to let this cure for 4 hours, and maybe if I'm really lucky, I'll get the last one on today, at least for the top. I still got the sides to do, but at least get the top done out of the way. Would make me really happy. So anyways, here we go. Oh, and I do say sunny day because it's, it's 85 degrees here today. While I just looked it up, it's like gonna barely reach 60 in like the Portland area and in Oregon, and so yeah. Put that on your weather pipe and smoke it. A little sliver won't do for you. When it kill you, doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, right? Ow. Alright, well there's the second layer on. The reason I'm going with the 3 coatings is because of my bench in the back. It says 2 coatings is good, but 3 is best. Well, I only went with 2 on that one, and it's only, I don't know, 3 years old. And I'm definitely gonna need to sand it down, redo it sometime soon. That was also the spar urethane versus the polyurethane. I'm not sure which one is gonna hold up better, and also, like I said, since I'm not an expert on this stuff, I don't really. The reason why I went with the shellac was because it's gonna help the poly stick to the metal bands on the barrel. Is the hope that it'll work and it'll hold up to the sun, especially with the poly being over it. I guess we'll find out in the long run it's gonna work. If you're good with woodworking and finishing wood, and you obviously know more than I do Please don't be afraid to comment and let me know if anything I can do better as far as in the future, because a lot of this is just trial and error. Reading stuff on the internet, you can only do so much without doing it yourself and seeing what works and what doesn't work. So anyways, 2 down, 1 more to go. Looking really good. Alright, so I went and already kind of scratched by to the table, trying to get done out of the way. There's a van running across the street, trying to get rid of the sound, but they're still sitting there idling, so I'm not sure how well you can hear it. I'm in it very well, but since this will be a sped up video, should be no big deal. Just zip through it real quick. Anyways, ready to go. Last final top coating, all urethane. The top will be done, and then I can start working on the sides and the bottom of the top. If I flip it over and get the table done the next day or so. I'm really excited. Well, there we go. There's my 3rd layer, all done with the top. We'll let it dry. I'm ready to move on. Sound good. And ta-da! Here it is, all done. I skipped out on the last parts. Figured out it's the same stuff you already seen. Don't make the video too short, but here it is. Looks good. Really happy with it. The way it turned out. Can be good, usable. Gonna be replacing this today. Get rid of this thing. Alright, so I'm finally done with the WineSpool table. Really happy how it turned out. And now it's time to get rid of the old wire spool table that I used to use. And if there's one thing I know, it's Josh Proverbs 19. If it's broke and you don't need it, break it some more. Safety first. Ta-da! This should be fun to clean up. Out with the old, in with the new. Ta-da! Of course, I got some good cleaning up to do, but there she is.